guys, welcome back to my channel. So today it is February Favourites Day. I feel like this is unacceptably late, this video, but I got tricked because February was so short and it's suddenly March and I'm late and I feel like it's unfair. I feel victimised. But we are now ready. We're ready to go with our February fails. Fails? There are a couple of fails, but mainly our February faves. First up, the Pat McGrath mascara. This is the Fetisheyes mascara. I reviewed this against my holy grail, the Lancome Monsieur Big, and they are very similar. They are both amazing mascaras. I have on this one today, so you can see it on if you didn't catch that review. And I love it. I've been wearing it a lot. I definitely think I still prefer my Lancome Monsieur Big because it is just that hair, more dramatic and more volume, which is really important to me. I love me some big volume. But this one, for days when I want still a big dramatic lash, but just not quite as much volume and cray big kapow, this is what I'm reaching for because it is a much fluffier, more natural, and you do keep more lashes with this one. You get great separation, so I have been loving this. I think it's an amazing mascara. The price point is, especially as I have to pay like £5 taxes and shipping as well, so it hurt me in my soul to buy this and love it so much, but I can't deny it, it's a great mascara. That's all I can tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. Next up is the Milk Makeup, what is this called? Lip and Cheek Stick. I got a sample of this from Cult Beauty and I have now purchased the full size because I love it. It is in the shade Werk and I'm definitely going to pick up some more. I used this in my trying new makeup video. I think I used a sample in that video and I love it. It's very easy to blend out. It works beautifully on the cheeks. You can wear it with powder bronzer. Look how subtle that can be, or you can build it up very easily. And I love this on the lips as well. It's the gorgeous Your Lips But Better shade. Next up, the Natasha Denona Contour Powder. I think I used this again in that sort of first impressions trying new makeup video. This is the contour powder. I've got it on today. It's just perfect. The perfect shade, not like grey, but definitely on the cooler side. And it's very subtle. I have the shade 2. So it gives me a very subtle, easy to blend in with bronzer, but it is just cool enough to really structure your cheekbones without it looking muddy or grey or just not natural. It's just very soft, easy to blend, and I am obsessed. It's made me enjoy powder contouring again, which is not something I've done for a long time. Next up, I have two nail polishes that I picked up this month. This is both OPI and in the shade Rice Baby, which is what I have on today. And I've brought the wrong one. This is not the one I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you Taupe Beach, which is another shade that I picked up this month. But I will insert a picture so you can see what it looks like because I'm silly and I've brought a completely wrong one down, so that's good. This is going amazing. But that shade is, if you are looking for a nice taupe, not too dark, not too much nail color, that is perfect. I've been loving it. Next up, I've got a bit of a combination here. So this is the Hourglass Vanish Highlighting Stick, which I know I've mentioned a long time ago. It's not new. I've had it for a while, but just not really used it that much because you know me, I get scared of creams. However, there's no denying that this is a gorgeous highlight. Look at that, very wet looking, blends in beautifully, looks skin-like and dewy, and yeah, so I love it as far as highlight goes. What I don't like is applying cream products, and now I have found the perfect brush for cream highlights or liquid highlights. This is the Daniel Sandler watercolor, Waterbrush brush. Stop saying brush. This is actually from Daniel's brand designed to go with his watercolor blushes, which are liquid blush, which does work really beautifully with. But I just picked this up and I don't even know why I did it, but I just decided to give it a go. It just seems like, because it's so flat and it's got this sort of tapered edge. I just wanted to give it a go with the Vanish stick, and I have not looked back. I've also been using this with the Anastasia Liquid Glow that I picked up recently, and it's changed my liquid and cream highlight game because it's just perfect for patting it on without disturbing anything. It's perfect down the bridge of the nose and above the eyebrow, the brow, lip. It's just the perfect size and shape. And because it's designed to work with liquid blush, it's the perfect density and everything to not be too much, to not have to, you know, do much work. It is, these two together, it's made me be able to use this again, so I'm really loving using these two together this month. Next up, this is the Kabuki Doll eyeshadow palette from MAC. This was part of their Boom Boom Bloom collection, which came out in the UK this month and is coming any day, I think, to the US and the rest of the world. This is the eyeshadow palette, and this for me is the surprise hit of the collection. I have barely stopped using this since I got it. I've been obsessed. I really didn't think I would like it, but I really love it. Obviously the packaging is just glorious, but I really love the shadows, and it has just everything in here that you would need. You know, brow bone highlights, a range of mattes and transition shades, and a load of glorious lid shades. I even love these two, which I really didn't think I would. This is obviously spectacularly pretty. They are MAC's absolute best formula as it comes to shadows. I know MAC can be a little bit hit and miss with eyeshadows, but this is like one of the best eyeshadow formulas that I've seen from them. These shades look much nicer in person as well, and they kind of look like in the pan, but they are stunning on the eye. I love this palette. If you pick one thing from the collection, let it be this. Next up, the Milk Liner in the shade BCC. Now, I think the black one was in my January favorites, and now the white one is in my February favorites. It's no coincidence. I love them. I think they're amazing. It's just the perfect shade. I'm just gonna put it on now. Why not? Forgot to put it on this morning. It just makes you look so awake, but because it's not white, it's more of a cream. It's not like too stark, but I love it, and it wears amazing in the waterline. Finally, something that wears amazingly in the waterline. Finally. And last but not least, two of the lip shades from, again, the MAC Boom Boom Bloom collection. I had the shade Wagasa Twirl and High Fructease. High Fructease is up the top, and Wagasa Twirl is this more, in fact, matches my nails. Who knew? Both of these shades, just heaven. Heaven for spring and summer. Can't wait to go on holiday and just rock these beautiful shades, especially with a tan. Now, I also got two new perfumes this month. This one, which was for Valentine's Day, and this is the Ford Black Orchid perfume. Oh my God. I've had this on my list for a very long time because it just sounded right up my street, and I wanted to try it, add it to my collection, and it is glorious. I think I'm a bit confused because whenever I've read about this one, people are like, oh my God, it's so weird, it's so crazy, it's like too much, it's for men, you know, it's just bonkers, like it stinks so strong. And I was a bit like, oh, because I just find it nice and like fairly soft actually. Like I didn't find it weird or crazy or mega masculine or mega pungent, like really at all. Like I don't know what that says about me, but I'm really enjoying this. It is more of a masculine scent, but certainly not do I feel like I smell manly or like a man. I feel like it's very sexy and strong and passionate and all the things I like to be as a woman, you know? I don't think those things have to make you be a man because you're strong and intense and passionate and driven, which is what I feel like this is, you know? Gets me fired up. And I've been reading lots of reviews about the Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille scent, and that is much more expensive than this one, I think, and it alarms me because they don't have it anywhere near me, so I'd have to blind buy it, which I don't like doing with perfumes. It scares me. I could spend 200 quid on a perfume and not like it, or just it not be that special or not last that well on me. But then I read on Fragrantica that this, which is MAC's Velvet Teddy Shadescents perfume, is supposed to be a dupe, a very close, if not identical dupe, for the Tom Ford Tobacco Vanilla. So I thought I would pick this one up at £35 for 50 mils instead, so I could at least see if I like the scent, because if I don't, I've wasted 30 quid as opposed to 200, so I'm like more all right with that. And this is heaven. If you are looking for a smoky vanilla that is sexy and insanely long wearing, like I went swimming with my children and I could still really smell it throughout the day. You just get wafts of it. And it is, again, sexy vanilla, but not mega sweet. It's a bit more sort of woodsy or smoky and yeah, very grown up and glorious, but not for the faint-hearted. Now I do have a couple of fails for you. And first up, this is the Spring Bling Highlight Powder from Max Boom Boom Bloom collection. Now, you can probably already see the problem. This is it swatched on my hand, and actually you can see how this would be a nice bronzer for me. And actually I have been using it and fairly enjoying it as a bronzer. However, I have a huge issue with the fact that this is being sold as a highlight powder, and I've seen so many people getting this, particularly people with deep skin tones, looking at this and thinking this is going to be an amazing highlight powder for me, when actually they aren't going to be able to use it, because they're not going to be able to use this as a bronzer like I can, which made it, you know, an acceptable purchase for me. So I'm so disappointed, and I don't understand. If you haven't seen my review on this, or you don't know what I'm talking about, this was sold with a hugely misleading overspray that was pure glitter overspray. The overspray on this is literally instantly gone. You could sort of dust it off with a brush, a powder brush, and it would be gone instantly. It's very, very fine. There's no mention of there being an overspray in this. They've named them highlight powders, and almost instantly they are not going to highlight at all. This, and there is another shade, a pink one, and I just find it really disappointing and misleading. I don't like the fact that people are going to be so disappointed when they buy this, and so for that reason, even though I've kind of used it okay as a bronzer and I don't mind it, for that reason it's a fail for me. And then last but not least, this is the Estee Lauder The Smoother Universal Perfecting Primer. And if you saw my video where I was trying new makeup, you'll know that I was given lots and lots of these samples when I was shopping in my local Boots, and I tried it in that video. And despite waiting a long time after my skincare had soaked in to use this, it balled up like the worst balling up I've ever had of a primer. Like it was like, I don't even know, like what, like glue all over my face. So this was just an utter disaster for me. I won't be using it again. And there you have it. Those are my faves and fails for the month of February. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I would love to see you in a future one. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye 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 bye.